It looks like we're back. Oh, there we go. We're back. All right, cool. Now that we've dealt with all the fun technical issues, let's hit that intro again, shall we?
Yeah.
Enough
Restart
is,
rewind.
let's hit that intro video one more time. Man, at least we get to enjoy the drinks during the intro. Let's go do this again. Thanks for this do-over, Tanisha. So,
You're welcome.
forgive us the technical issues. That's the fun with live that we don't get to do any other time, it feels like. So, welcome to the Midnight Confessions, where we get to dive into some fun, honest conversations. So, are you excited to jump in today, Tanisha?
I am. I'm excited. This is something that we talked about, something that we have been gearing up all week for. So, yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Right. Loving it, loving it. Random things that like to happen to us because why not? But here we go. But the whole premise of this opportunity is that it's a safe space, right? Like you're with us, we're together, and it's an opportunity to share our most trivial, embarrassing, and silly confessions.
I'm gonna drink some more True Serum for that.
Yeah. And so if you're in the audience and you're checking us out now, we're going to need you to pop into the chat. Say, hey, let us know you're here so we can shout you out, of course.
Also, I hope you guys got your drinks ready because we got a little game that we're gonna be playing today. So even if it's some water, some soda, your little mocktail, or your cocktail, or just how you like it, straight up, I need you to make sure you have that ready because we're gonna play a little game.
A little game, but not a real honest and confusing game, but just a little one to see how things are working out. So, well, that's cool. It's cool. I'm excited to see where this is going. What you think?
I
Because this
am.
game, I mean, I ain't drank wine in a while, so we're gonna see how this goes. I mean, it's entirely possible
Oh,
to forget what we're talking about.
okay, so you don't have a mocktail this time. Oh,
100%. But before we dive in, no
okay.
confession is complete without exactly what we were talking about. A little truth serum. Tonight, we are sharing our signature our signature cocktails. As you can tell, it's probably getting to me a little sooner than I was expecting, but it's cool, cool. Signature cocktails. And so this one, which was supposed to be a mocktail, so we can blame my husband for this.
Wait, I couldn't get over that you said. Oh, it's hitting you already. Oh,
It's
such a
hitting me
lightweight.
already. It's a
Whew,
little
lightweight.
wine cooler situation. You can tell I don't drink much. But this one, this segment is called our True Serum, where we're going to share what we're drinking tonight. And you tell us what you're drinking in the chat, too, because we want to know. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to figure out what y'all drinking so y'all can share all the thoughts and feelings with us. That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to find out. We're trying to be together. So, I am drinking a pineapple
Ooh,
island
ooh,
cocktail.
oh,
It was supposed to be blue, but between the coconuts and the
mm,
pineapple
mm,
sparkling
oh,
situation, it
okay.
is now green.
Oh, well, what Tanisha, me, we didn't even introduce ourselves, but that's right. Tanisha, me, what
Yeah.
I'm drinking, actually, you know what? I think Bacardi, if you're watching, let's go. I'm gonna bring it out.
Oh, you gonna bring it out? What you
I'm gonna bring
drinking?
it out.
You drinking Bacardi?
I'm gonna bring it out. I'm gonna show you what I'm drinking. So we got Bacardi here, the zombie,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Mixed
Got
it with
you.
a little vibe blue raspberry lemonade.
Okay. Okay. Blue raspberry lemonade. We
Okay.
feel you. We feel you. Some blue raspberry. Okay.
Then we got some Mountain Dew Volt in there. A little bit, just a little splash. And my little garnish, because I forgot to get me some fruit and some gushers. There you go.
And some gushers. Okay. Nothing is complete without gushers.
It's not. And those are strawberry gushers, and they have politely went to the bottom. So they look like little cherries.
Did you say politely?
I did, because they were at the top, chilling.
Okay. Respectfully. I feel you. I feel you. Exciting. All right. You guys got to let us know you're in the chat. I got to see if our chat's working because y'all know ain't nothing like trying to figure this out when you can't tell who's in the chat room right now. So let us know. If you can't see us in here, you need to send me a message, or you've been sending messages and we're not responding, hit me up on X and we'll figure out what's going on here because, again, nothing like technical difficulties to kick it started.
First live. It's all right, though. We in here.
It is.
We in here.
With that, what's the game, Tanisha?
The game is going to be anytime we say the word chat.
Chat?
Yes. Anytime we say the word chat, just take a sip. I didn't say take a gulp. I didn't say here and say take your drink. I didn't say take a shot. I just said take a sip. Now, if you choose to get drunk on this live, that's your business, not mine. But that is what we're doing.
Okay. If we choose to get drunk, thank you for letting us know that that's an opportunity for growth to get drunk in this live and kind of see how that goes. You know what I'm saying? It's entirely possible you can get lit with us because by the time we're done, there's a moment to experience, I'm sure. But I think it's time to end up in where I'd like to call our first new segment, the confessions booth.
I do. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Well, right now, I had to check. I'm not sure what's going on with our live stream chat situation, but there are 3 people watching on YouTube right now.
There are? Let's see something.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. There's something not working with the chat. So let's see if something's going on with the live stream that we can maybe figure out because something is not working, and I think the chat's not working.
Oh, because they definitely in this chat. When you click, you know what? I appreciate you, Nessa. I appreciate you, John.
Nessa.
Zach, appreciate y'all.
Y'all in the chat and we can't see you on our live.
We can't see y'all and we can't see you, but that's all right. I pulled us up over here, so I'm gonna be over here looking in the chat on YouTube. So here we are.
I love that. I don't know why it's not connected though. So super weird. What's going on here? Huh. Anyhow, while we try to figure out the technical issues that are happening and why I can't see it, you gotta let me know what they're saying so we can go ahead and make sure we're corresponding with the chat because that is.
Wait, hold on. I have to talk about what Nessa said in this chat. Okay, Nessa, what is 0 sugar squirt? What is that? What is that?
What is she drinking?
Were you supposed to try to say Sprite? Because it sure did not say Sprite, Nessa.
She said squirt.
Nessa, I need you to clarify for me. I'm looking at my phone to get the message that you see here saying in this chat because I need to know because that's definitely says squirt. It says squirt. It says 0 sugar squirt.
Not 0 sugar squirt. What?
What is that?
What is 0 sugar squirt? That's crazy.
Oh wait, and I said chat what, twice, 3 times? I gotta take a couple.
Oh, I love you, Nessa. She said we look amazing. Shout out to Nessa because I don't know why it's not working where I can't see it, but it's cool.
Have you never had a squirt? No.
There's squirts happening?
What is this?
There's squirts happening somewhere. That's crazy work. Crazy work.
She said you never had a squirt. I don't. You know what, Nessa? I'm a.
You gonna what? What you gonna do?
Just take a sip of my drink.
I think we said chat 3 times.
I did. That's why I had to do it. Are y'all all taking drinks while we say chat? I just want to make sure. All right.
It don't work if y'all not, had one earlier. All right, John. Shout out to you with the Pepsi, Mountain Dew. we have
Are
some
we in the right
cocktails.
chat? Listen, I don't know what chat she in. We trying to figure out why it's not connected to our live stream and why we had to stream it on our phones.
It's fine. We can adapt. I don't know what happened on our live stream and why it's not connected. I got no answers.
But it's
Y'all,
okay.
I got y'all been
What's up, Trell? How you doing? Thank you for joining.
That's right. Yep. Tanisha's gonna be the maestro for the chat since I don't know. It just said it's not
I'll be the maestro. I got you. I got you.
it's not a benefit for y'all, Riverside. It's not good. It's not looking good. Anyway, we're gonna talk about what I secretly do. That's the confession where we're at right now. All right. So
Ooh.
just to let y'all know, there's a theme for this confession booth this time. The theme is love and relationships. So be prepared. If you saw our episode on sex and money, then you already know we have no problem getting in there and being specific about what we want in life. But this time, I pray my husband's not watching. This time, I'd like to go to bed in peace tonight. But the first thing, and we're going to ask you guys to participate, so you don't have to give us answers too. And Nisha can go ahead and tell me what's going on in the chat. So we're going to confess something you secretly do in your relationship that your partner has no idea about. Yeah, I'm not getting in trouble. So you want to go first, or?
You said what he secretly doesn't know about?
Yep.
I mean, I think he knows, but no.
No, I'm not in the right chat. We already know this, John. I don't know what's going on.
What does he not know?
Girl, he's not watching.
I know he not watching. He went to the gym. I know he not watching. I secretly stalk his page.
What?
All his pages, everywhere.
Okay, I don't want you to go to get arrested. So when you say secretly stalk, help me out here. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Well, okay, so I only follow him on one profile.
Okay.
On the other profiles, I do not follow. And I like to be FBI. And I like to look through things and scroll. And then I also, because of him being an artist, I also will like, it was bad. Before we lived together, I used to really, oh my God, y'all gonna see how weird I am. This is bad.
I saw that, John.
You know, I used to, I mean, sometimes I do, but when we didn't live together and when I missed him, instead of calling him or texting him, I would just look him up on YouTube.
I mean, I love you, but I was not prepared for that particular.
Well, I don't know what else I can't say the other things. That's a little crazy. This is crazy too, but I'm just saying. This is a PG version.
Okay. Well, I mean, cool. Oh, Lord.
I just love my man, y'all. I just love my man, okay? I'm sorry. Maybe a little too obsessive.
I'm trying to think. I was like, we've been together 22 years. So I'm trying to think of something that he has not picked up on and that I pray he's not currently watching, and then we'll actually find out.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Uh-oh, John. Uh-oh.
I wasn't hating on his muse because I'm his muse, okay? But sometimes these other people like to sit here and think that they are. But they're not. I'm the first person who listens to all his music. No one else does. And I have an unhealthy listening.
Hey, Candace.
Unhealthy listening to his music. I've gotten a lot better. But in the beginning of our relationship, it was a little excessive. Okay. I'm a little crazy, y'all. I'm a little.
I want to cut you off or let this keep going. I don't know.
I don't know, because now I feel like it's showing how crazy I am, which he knows that I am, because I've said it out loud.
Okay, that's fair. As long as he's
I've
aware
definitely
that.
told him I'm crazy in different ways, and this is just one of them. But in fairness, I was also a sheltered child and couldn't have.
What?
I don't think I need no more truth serum. I think I'm good.
We might need to just go ahead and wrap this up. What are you talking about? Ma'am. Okay, listen. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna break in here because no more admitting to crimes. So I think so.
Nah, Nessa, I'm not giving y'all not so PG. Look, I'm hot now. Now I gotta take off a shirt.
How much did you drink?
I'm just hot.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy. So secretly, let me think. I'm like, which secret can I hope that maybe he might find out, but not because he.
Nah.
Again.
You can't have me looking crazy out here in these streets, and you want to try to be the even kill. No.
Okay. So check it out. So I too have some surveillance tactics. So,
oh, you're not gonna say stalker type. Okay.
No,
cool, okay.
I'm not. But when we first were together for a while, and we had fell apart, and we had came back together after about 9 months or so, I had to confirm what was going on. So there was this time that we actually matched on a dating app, and so we weren't together, and so I periodically would go back and check and make sure his profile was inactive. Not just on that one, but on multiple of the dating sites. I had memberships all around, and I absolutely told him that it was for my book that I was writing.
So we lied. Okay.
We didn't lie. It absolutely was. It was research. I just, it was important to just confirm that he wasn't still active on his dating profiles. And every time I found one that was indeed active, I would just, do a little hint here and there, because I wanted until he found mine, and then, right? That's right. Apparently we did both swipe right, but I didn't think he figured it out until that one day he liked my profile, and I was like, oh crap. Because that was it. So it was some light surveillance. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the first to hear none of his stuff. I didn't commit no felonies, but I simply decided to find out if he was being honest about being inactive on social media, especially on, and periodically, by the way, I still check on Facebook, dating, Bumble, Hinge.
Oh, not the Bumble.
Grindr.
Bumble?
There's several opportunities for you to listen. I found this one website that tells you when your menfolk is out here in these streets. And lots of women don't know. So I feel like it's my duty as a wife to protect his reputation by making sure we are
out here in these streets is saying that they claiming him. Is that what you trying to
right there.
Oh, okay. So that sounds. I think you've taken yours up a notch, because I definitely didn't join no group to find out about mine.
Yep. Yes. And while we did swipe right for life, that don't mean you can't be overly cautious and concerned, because people in these streets are crazy.
That's true. But what I will say is, when I was married, in the very beginning, when we were whatever, this is going to talk about my craziness. Okay? Mm-hmm. You remember Black Planet? Well, he liked to make sure he
let us know if you remember Black Planet. Yes. Y'all go ahead and let us know.
Yes, please let us know in that chat. Oh, since we said chat, y'all gotta take a sip.
I'm gonna be so tipsy. A minute.
He used to like to make himself seem very single. So what I would do is go underneath pictures and comment with hearts and kissies and be like, oh, that's my man. And then make sure on my profile, knowing that they will go click the picture, click me. On my profile, I had mad pictures of me and him on there.
Hey, Dalton.
Hi, Dalton.
That's crazy. I didn't know you did that. I mean, not that, I don't judge you. This is a safe
But I also
space.
did it on Moco Space.
Mocha space?
Yep. I did that on there too.
I've
Definitely
never
had people sitting here in my messages like, you know him? Yes. Very much so. He's my baby daddy. Like, just. And then I used to do drive-bys.
Drive-bys?
Yep. You didn't answer the phone? Drive-by.
I did date a dude. Hold on. He just brought up MySpace. Hold on. I got to tell y'all. I did date this dude. Was not my husband. Who I was in his top 5 on MySpace, but I was number 2 and not number 1. And that should have been my indication that man was cheating on me.
You know what? Actually, if we're going to go back to MySpace, that's how I found my ex-husband. It was on MySpace. And I definitely was in there too. He was my top 5. Like after my sisters, my friends, I don't know, he was in there. But I was like, you need to make sure I'm the equal. And if I'm not equal, we have a problem. So, at one point, I think I was in his top 5s, and then I dropped down to his top 8, and I was like, woo! That should be my indication. Then I should have just walked away or ran. But I didn't.
So I think this leads us to a really good question. Tom, you know what, Candace? Yes, he did used to be number 1.
That's true.
He did. And then that annoyed me forever because I was like, what you doing here? Why you number 1? That's a little annoying.
Tom was everybody's friend. Tom was everybody's friend. You would never not have that friend.
It made me really feel for Tom's personal experiences because if you had to be everybody's number 1, I was just concerned about his mental space and his ability to form meaningful connections.
Oh.
So I had thoughts about Tom, which leads us to our question for the chat, if you're with us.
Oh, you said chat. You said chat.
Here we go again. We want to know, what's the craziest thing you've done for a significant other or who you were dating on social media? So we're gonna let you marinate on that. And we will come back to y'all. So y'all just go ahead and drop it in the chat. Was y'all stalking on MySpace? Did y'all tag him on Facebook? Did you find that special group that I can't mention because, we're not supposed to say it exists? I may or may not have put one of my sister's ex-lovers in that particular chat to find out if she was the only one at that time, because I felt it was important for me to at least know so I could share the information.
It wasn't just her, it was me.
Okay. Well,
we both said we need to know.
I just wanted to know. And, I found out about the different locations where you can find said chat and how you can put people in the chat, put pictures. I'm still debating putting her ex-husband in the picture, so I'm just trying to tell y'all.
You know how many times you said chat?
No.
At least 3 times.
My bad. Anyway, we're waiting on y'all answers in the chat because...
yes, guys, I need your answers so I can say them out loud,
That's right. Okay, now I said it again. All right, now we're going to talk about the second thing. What's the worst relationship advice I ever gave?
Worst relationship advice I ever gave somebody? To stay.
Wait, what? What?
You said the worst relationship advice I ever gave somebody.
Yes, but why was that the worst?
Because clearly they should have not been together. And here I am trying to be like, maybe it's not like that. Maybe, y'all need to talk. Maybe, No, the worst advice was telling you to stay. Because you're miserable. Because you stayed. And now you want to blame me or don't blame me. But I, mm,
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Oof. Ooh, all right, Nesta.
you said run. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Because you know what it is? You know what it is when it comes to relationships, right? You never want to tell somebody they should leave the person. You just
Okay.
give them the hint of you're too good for that, you know. But if you choose to stay, that's your business. You grow. But we always go, you're too good for that. Like you don't
Mm-hmm.
deserve, you know,
True.
to be talked to or treated like you don't exist or don't
That's
feel like you're
true.
being loved and or maybe you're the problem and I can't tell you you're the problem because I'm supposed to be. Actually, no, that's a lie. I definitely tell people that you're a problem. You the problem. There's only one particular person that we can't tell.
We can't tell that person that's the problem because we would never be able to speak to that person again.
And I love my relationship enough to not do that.
That's right, Nessa. That's your choice, and I support you. Yes, ma'am. So that leads me to my answer. The worst advice I ever gave somebody was I knew I knew the guy was cheating, but he was my friend.
Oh, so you were friends with the cheater.
He was my friend, and she was an acquaintance, if you will. Like we were only friends through him. And so one time she asked me, she was like, Kiara, I'm really trying to work through like some of our issues. I feel like we're definitely on the same page with children. Now, here's the thing I knew about him. Now, I'm pretty sure he told old girl that he was sterile, right?
Was she pregnant?
Somebody was, but it wasn't her because he was also with somebody else. So she asked me what to do if she suspected he was like lying to her. Now, this put me in a real awkward position, right? Because who else was she talking to? She had no friends.
I'm like,
So,
bitch, I don't know you like that.
so it put me in this real bad space because that was my homie. Like, he was cool. And I at plenty of times told him what he was doing was wrong. But when you put me on the other side, I mean, I really didn't like her that much and I didn't think she was a good match. But I was like, you should just give it some time. Admittedly, that was stupid as hell because I pretty much knew he was going to leave her for other girl. But listen, that was my friend. That was my loyalty was to him. Now I was a little younger then. Now that I'm older, I have found other ways to tell people the truth in the way that they can take it. But that I really feel bad to this moment is like, should I have told her what I knew? But that still is my homie to this day. So,
Wait.
and no, I'm not telling you who. All right, Nessa, that's my girl. I really should have did that. I don't know nothing, didn't see nothing. Facts. That's what I should have said.
You're telling me I ain't gonna know? That's a messed up. I need to know. I'm the
We
sister.
worked together. That was like my work husband. That was way back in the day. You don't know that guy. Anyway, all right. So now you got to answer us. Tell us what's the worst relationship advice you ever gave. You gotta tell us. You gotta tell us. You gotta be honest. We done told you some stuff that I mean, I'm pretty sure I should not have admitted on um, Beyonce's
And I
internet, but I
probably
did.
would have admitted if we weren't drinking a little bit. So
Yeah, admittedly. And while y'all tell us that, there's one more.
can we put hashtag resting or whatever that
Rest in
hashtag was
peace,
with my
okay?
face because my face is doing a lot right now and I don't know how to. That was a lot going on while you were telling the story.
I know. I feel really bad to this day because I feel like I should have
Why?
probably.
Why? You just said it. Your loyalty was to the man,
I know,
not to
but
her. I don't know you. I don't know you,
maybe I
and
should
that
just tell her I don't
sounds
know her. Maybe that should have been more honest. But anyway, all right. So,
All
all
right,
right, let's
chat.
talk about one more
Wait,
confession.
they not answering. I need them to answer the question.
They are. That's okay. We can move on. Not a worries.
Okay.
I feel like we asked this question because we said what I secretly do. What is one thing you wish your partner knew that they don't, obviously? So you wish they knew or understood about you and you've never been able to tell them.
I ain't trying to get deep on this live. This is not what that's for.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you because I'm pretty sure he's not watching. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
A little to the left. Yep. A little to the left. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Where am I? Where am I? That's the question. That's the question. I mean, listen. Sometimes it's hard to say that in the moment. All right, Candace. Let's Candace say it out here. All right. Ooh. All right. Shout out to Candace. You never had to spy. I'm so proud of you. Can I have more dudes who are not into social media?
Well, are you sure he's not into social media? You know, sometimes they tell us that and they be having secret pages just to be watching.
I'm just saying.
I'm not trying. You know what? Let me stop because I'm not trying to put no doubts. Because you know what? If he says he's not, then he's not. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm happy that he's not on social media. He's anti-social media, so you don't got to worry about none of this nonsense. I appreciate that for you. I know Nessa, right? See, that's what I used. I was. See, this brings me back to a time I got traumatized, and she did that on purpose.
You better not tell that story.
Just saying that I was traumatized many. Woo. Oh, it's like 17 years ago.
Why are you like this? Anyway, before she gets herself into trouble, what are we sipping on? All right, Marks with Mikes. We see you on X because now we know we're having to configure this chit chat situation since we can't see them all. So Marks with Mikes, what are we sipping on? You want to repeat our true serum today, Tanisha? While she's doing that, I'm going to tell you what I'm sipping on. I am sipping on some Blue Hawaiian wine syrup with some coconut and pineapple sparkling ice and some. No, I think that's it. I think that's it this time. It was just sparkling ice and then the Blue Hawaiian. And then, of course, my pineapple accent.
And what I am drinking is Bacardi Zombie with the Vibe Blue Raspberry Lemonade with a splash of Blue Volt Mountain Dew, and for my garnish, Strawberry Gushers.
I hope we answered your question, Mark. All right. So, shout out to Lena for being the one to tell us what we should do. You're right. I should have totally told my friend I'm not going to lie for them. But, like, you have to understand. There's plenty of times we had to lie for each other at that job we worked. So it feels like that would have been not true. We did lie for each other. I just didn't like him putting me with some girl I didn't know. That's all I'm saying. But hey, Lady B, thank you.
I'm about to say, hey, thank you for joining. Thank you.
And Candace wanted to let you know she's sure her man is not on social media.
Huh? Who?
She wanted to let you know. You said, "Are you sure?" She wanted to confirm and let you know that.
Oh no! So I said, let me stop because I'm not trying to say anything disrespectful or any type of way. If that is what it is, I am happy that is one thing you don't have to worry about.
Yes, I support you. Now, this has been a moment. Again, my husband better not watch this, so I'm gonna be in trouble. But we have learned how to communicate. That will be a future confession booth. I'll give y'all some tips on the communication because after 20 years, you gotta mix it up. All right, so Now it's time to move on Kiara's hot takes because I just caught the latest AEW Dynamite and I have thoughts.
All right.
I have thoughts. So it started out, it was September to remember. And first of all, I have thoughts and feelings. So let me tell you, it really reminded me of ECW. And I was like, it brought back really warm memories that I'm not sure AEW was able to live up to because ECW had the most amazing, violent, captivating stories ever. John, mind your business. I had a work husband. I was not married at that time. So, mind your business, John. Anyway, so it started off with a contract signing with Hangman Page and Kyle Fletcher. And I know you don't know this, so I'm just going to give you the gist because I got to tell you, I was excited about seeing the Proto Star with Hangman Page. However, I'm not the biggest Hangman Page fan because he stumbles a lot. It seems like he struggles with like promos, and he's an excellent technician, but he just doesn't feel star to me. And he's their current world champion. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He took the belt off of, I believe, was it Mox or was it? I don't really remember. Sorry. And the wine's getting to me, so I can't answer that question. However, the point is, they were in the ring, and there's this new stipulation, which I'm kind of psyched about. So the stipulation was, if Don Callis or any member of his family interferes, then Kyle Fletcher will not only lose the match, will be also stripped of his TNT championship. I was like, thank you, Candace. It was Mox. Shout out to Hangman Page for finally getting a stipulation that works for him, because it feels like he was getting the butt of every single damn joke. And this time, I was like, kudos, my guy. Finally. Also, Kyle Fletcher said it didn't bother him. He didn't care. So I'm kind of excited about this match. I know, like, you don't know much about Kyle Fletcher, and I know we discussed this in our previous episode, but when I tell you that he is such a great athlete, that I'm really excited kind of about this match. And this is my opportunity to tell y'all that our Patreon launched today. So I mentioned this on our takeover of Humble Roses yesterday to let y'all know it is now on our link tree. And if you want to donate an AEW pay-per-view, there is a tier just for you to do so. Because at this time, we're not quite sure how we're going to be watching All Out at 3 p.m. this Saturday. Yes, it's on the same day as Wrestlepalooza. So we already knew what's going to get our vote. So I just want to remind y'all, because I feel like it's important to be honest and open, to let you know that we may not be covering that event until long after that. That being said, so it was super exciting. And it ended with, like, all this angriness, but it was a nice little interlude that gets you ready for their kind of go home show. So excited about that. They're also, like I said, in Canada. Then there was a moment, and I'm not going in order, so forgive me. There was a moment with the Hurt Syndicate. So we got MVP, Bobby Lashley, people what I'm saying, some Shelton Benjamin. Mm-hmm. And they are potentially looking to add to their faction because MJF went in there for a little bit. He was trying to be, down, and it didn't quite work. But they're going against a trios match at All Out, Ricochet and the Gates of Agony. Now, I'm going to be for real and tell you I had to figure out what that name was because they said GOA. And I was like, what is this supposed to be? So I had to do a quick Google search. But these look like monsters. Like, I think Ricochet is doing his best heel work I've ever seen. And he seems like he's thriving in this environment. Shout out to Lady B. You right. You also got to give me your recommendations for a VPN because we were looking for one and we didn't get no answers last time. But it was really impressive to see Ricochet in the Gates of Agony and Forbidden Door in the little match they had there. And then on Dynamite, I had to write his name down, girl. I take notes this time. You should be proud.
Oh, okay.
Took notes this time. I was like, I'm never going to be able to remember how to say that. His name is Longa, I think. Toa. They kept saying Toa like 6 times. But either way, he was a big monster. He looked Samoan. It was real deep. I was really, really impressed with the ring style. And I thought it looked like a good pickup on its way to, again, ultimately watching Ricochet. He did some crazy move where his leg looked like it was bent down, like he took a bump that I couldn't quite experience. It was a moment, for sure. So, just saying. That was a moment. Then they ran this promo, girl, with Moxley and Darby Allin, because they have a match. At the end of this, we're going to do our speed round, so don't worry. So they have a match. They're going to do the coffin match at All Out, which Darby's...
Like Undertaker? Like, you know, you put the person in the coffin and you close it? Or is it more intense than that?
I'm pretty sure it's going to...
They're going to like try to bury them alive.
I want to remind you that Mox doesn't do anything if he doesn't bleed. So... And remember, Darby and Mox had that whole the fork situation that you were...
A shovel.
Maybe?
And then pretend that they're going to dig and hit each other, probably.
Potentially. Either way, I'm looking forward to that insanity. But their promo was fantastic. His first line was like, "I love you, Darby." And I thought, I wrote question mark, question mark, question mark is what I wrote from that line. And then Darby goes on to say, "Like you liked Bryan Danielson, and look what you did to him." Because you remember that was the bag over the head. And the last time I watched a AEW pay-per-view for a while, because I don't want to be a party to, you know, attempted murder. But recently, Daniel Garcia joined the Death Riders. Also, that happened really recently as well. So I think you would like it. I think that if you got into AEW, pending Moxley's use of extraneous instruments, you would really enjoy the craziness of it all. Think ECW. Think ECW, but like worse. Less storytelling, but more graphic. You don't look happy. It's okay. I'll continue. And then MJF is having a match with Mark Briscoe. This is important because you know you're going to have to do your speed round. This is probably my favorite feud that is going on right now. I think I've told you that MJF, I think he is the best heel in wrestling right now. I mean, he is really 100% phenomenal. And I'm so impressed watching the way he lands these zingers. Like, so Mark Briscoe, you know, his brother passed away a few years back. I think I shared that with you. The way that MJF has really dug into that wound and said the most insane, vile things. It is just really something to see. And in this particular Dynamite segment, he goes and talks to Tony Khan. Now, I'm going to be honest. Tony Khan cannot act his way out of a paperback. And they didn't have him on camera this time, but it still sounded real crazy when he was backstage screaming through the door. So that was the moment, and it was very weird.
That was
MJF.
Uh-huh. I was going to get there. I was figuring it out.
I know you were trying to find the letters. I got you.
Yeah. I heard it, and then I was like, oh, when he said the line, "Oh, now you want to be the boss today. You came to work today." I was like, well, the things I hear, that sounded like that was right on the target.
Listen, I think Tony Khan is a good dude. Do I think that makes him a good boss? Jury's out on that. Jury's out. I don't work there, so I don't have to have a commentary. But I can say, like, if someone talked to me like that on camera, off camera, at a press conference, the way CM Punk did in front of him, I'm not sure that I would want to be seen like that out there in these streets. I would stay in the office. Just for real. You straight. You right.
You know what? You are so right, Lady B. I mean, granted, I don't watch AEW, but from the things I've heard about Tony, yeah, nah. Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to like him, but he needs some training. Like, he needs some acting. You can say what you want about Vince McMahon, but that man can act his way into some things. Okay.
That's
Now I ain't gonna talk about all the insane other things, but
that
I
he do
will
off
tell you.
camera.
Yeah, we're not gonna touch that. But I will tell you the way he acted with the superstars, the way his kids learned how to act with the superstars, it was very organic. It didn't feel, even remember when Stephanie was at the beginning of her reign, kind of like coming in with the Undertaker
Took her and he
and
took her and
the
he was
crucifixion that I saw live in Hartford. I can't believe my aunt let me go. I felt real wrong about that. But she was green, but she still was a charismatic kind of personality. Like you were like, oh God, girl, I'm scared for you. Yes, Lady B, they do. They need to hire somebody. I think that was what maybe they were hoping Regal was going to do. But we all knew he wasn't going to stay there. He's not here for the crazy. Plus, he had a son coming up in the WWE, development. I couldn't see him staying there either. It looked like that was like, he was like, not me. You know what I'm saying? All right. So beyond that, so the Mark Briscoe and a MJF. So the match is called Tables and Tacks. Yep. So that's bound to be crazy as hell too. I'm kind of excited. I want to see it. Tables and Tacks. And Mark
you
picked
want to
it.
see people get thrown on tacks and it goes stuck in their skin? What is this, mankind all over again? I'm just trying to understand.
Yes and yes, 100%. It was fun.
You know what it is? You know what it is with me and AEW? It'd be one thing if they have random matches that do random stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like majority of their matches are chaos.
Why is this bad?
Why is that bad?
Yeah.
Because it shows this organization. And it'd be different if it was controlled chaos.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, or a majority of the times,
Sorry.
they don't hit their mark correctly. Or they're purposely trying to hurt the other person.
Cool. Okay. Well, I don't think that they're purposely trying to hurt a person, but I do think for sure.
I remember when I don't know what his name was, but he sat here and dived, and they somehow missed him, and he fell on his head. How did that happen? It was like 5 of them. How did you not catch him?
Okay, to be fair, we saw the same thing with Mustafa Ali during the TNA event in which you went. Okay.
Did he? Well, I was there, but I don't remember that part.
I was gonna say he definitely hit his damn head on the floor. So I think we need to be a little more. I mean, I can't. You know what I'm saying? He absolutely hit his damn head on the floor, man. So I don't think it was on purpose. You feeling better? You okay?
No, because so then explain to me how they sat here and stabbed Dusty in his knees with a screwdriver.
Dustin.
Whatever.
Well, remember, it was his kneecaps. He was getting double knee surgery, girl.
Okay, what about the one, the last pay-per-view when they decided to sit here and furthermore injure the one who was about to go to get neck surgery, but they furthermore injured him the most?
Osprey?
Yes.
Before I answer that question,
first off, I don't know if that's his name or not, but I remember he was about to have neck surgery.
Yes, his name is Osprey because he's one of the reasons I was excited to go back and start watching because he's fantastic. This is my moment to ask the chat a question. So I want to know whether you think professional wrestling is a sport. And the reason why I'm asking this is as I was watching AEW, I was very curious to see. They kept saying the sport of wrestling, or Tony does for the 400th and 900th time and 4.9 millionth time ever. But then when you watch Triple H, he's like, this is a movie about a sport. So he considers it more of an art. So I'd love to hear from our audience what you think. Is it a sport? Do you think more like Triple H? Are you somewhere in the middle? I'd love to know what you guys think. Because I think it's an interesting conundrum to think about. I definitely think they're athletic to be able to do the things that they're able to do. Now, let me answer your question about Osprey. Listen, Osprey, yes, I 100% agree that he was going to get neck surgery. So it was a little iffy seeing some of the move sets that were happening on Forbidden Door, for sure. And then that attack afterwards, it was hella brutal. I think we can admit that it was ridiculously brutal and rough to see. But it happened. So, I mean, I don't have any answers for you. I'm not a doctor. Do I think his doctor probably told him not to do it? Yeah. Do I think he did it anyway? Yep. That's what wrestlers do. Some of them. They don't do what you say they should do and remember to, I don't know, take some time off and heal. But he's doing it now. So you should feel really proud that's happening.
After he had no choice but to do it.
I don't blame the man.
Listen. All right, let's see.
The man. All right, so Lady B answered us. Okay.
Right,
we got the sport for sure. It's also other things: soap opera, drag show, movie, entertainment, variety.
Not drag show.
It is. I absolutely agree with that. 100%. It is a drag show because you know if you know. Okay. Variety show. AEW is more sport than anything else, which is why I'm iffy on the product as a whole. That's a good synopsis. So tell me more about that, Lady B. Nessa, wrestling is a sport. There are athletes, but there are also entertainers. Yeah. Next time, y'all, our chat is going to be working and we can pull you up to watch your chats with us. But I think that's another fair thing. I think it's somewhere in the middle, right? Because I think you have to be athletic to be able to participate. Shout out to Dallas for joining us. I think you have to be athletic to participate effectively. Huh?
I said, John was saying in the chat, we got a drink. It's the athletes sports soap opera. Or athlete soap opera, sorry. Clearly the alcohol's hitting my system. Which I do agree. Especially back in the day, that was like the butter, the cream of the crop. You had to have popcorn because you didn't know what was going to happen, especially when, what's his name? The one who used to have the towel and Mr.
Val Venus?
And then when we thought that he chopped off his penis, that was crazy. But that didn't happen. Also, let's see. Lena says professional wrestling is a hybrid, part sport because of the real athletic performance and part theater because of the storytelling and scripted outcomes. Okay. I like that.
All right, Candace. I would say in the middle. They're athletes, but I think for me, it's so predictable. All right, Nessa, yeah, we're talking about Val Venus because, girl, the way I used to be excited when I heard that, roar with his name, Val Venus, I can't do it. I don't got the raspy voice. I also don't understand how our parents let us watch that either.
I don't, and I was just sitting here thinking about our little sister at the time. Okay, we're going to tell you the story, and then we're going to go back on topic. But our little sister, when I want to say his name is Mr. Jimmy, but I know that's not his name, and I definitely butchered all of that anyway. Whatever the dude's name, because he was messing with the wife, or the girl, or whatever, the husband, the little short guy, Asian dude.
I'm going to look it up, go.
Okay. Our little sister literally cried until she fell asleep because she really thought his penis got chopped off.
Why was she crying about that?
Because she loved Val Venus. And she was what? 9? 6? 7? I don't even know.
Girl, you have really run the gamut of this ages situation. I'm trying to think of who cut off his penis. Hold on.
Does anybody know? Oh, okay, hold on. The chat is active. Hold on, I need to go here. Okay.
That's right, Lady B. The way that our father also allowed us to see all the craziness, because I'm saying, I still cried myself to sleep watching Jake the Snake, Snake, just take a bite out of Macho Man's arm. I am never going to forget the Tuesday in Texas in which I cried all night long. thinking that man was gonna die.
But when he did say he did, but he was like, no, he was like, Macho Man said, yeah, let him bite me, and I was like, what? But I mean, I get it. I mean, like we say, it is a sport, it's a storytelling. Candace answers your question as opposed to traditional sports that are not scripted. Lady B answered, I'm more into promos, storytelling, angles, etc. Big moments. That being said, I love high stake matches, big money matches where there's a lot of the on the line. AEW often have matches just for matches. I hear you.
You're right. You're absolutely right, Lady B. I agree with you. Okay,
Oh, John said he used to say hello, ladies. That is true.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's what
he said. All right, John, can y'all tell us who she's talking about from that storyline in which he almost got his penis chopped off? Because I can't find it.
It was definitely, you said bringing John Wade Bobbitt. It was definitely, that was definitely.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember wasn't there a samurai sword in it? Oh, wait a minute.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They made it seem so real.
Wait. Let me see. I think I found it. Kayente. That was his name. Oh, go ahead. You were closer than I thought you would have been. I don't know what that was.
But he's that's crazy. I didn't know that. Wasn't he the short Asian dude with the hat and the beret? Yeah.
You were right. I had no idea. I was like, who is she talking about?
Listen, it was very traumatic because I remember I had to be like, it's all right. Yeah, Kevin, it's okay. It's okay. He should be fine.
You telling that story. Right. Speed round time. Let's talk about these all-out predictions. We're going to start with the championship match, AEW World Championship match, Hangman Adam Page and Kyle Fletcher. Who you got? I know it's hard.
That's all right. You can do it. But I also want y'all to put this in the chat too. I want y'all to pick two. I'm gonna go with Hangman. Right?
Okay.
Right? You said Hangman and
yes, and Kyle Fletcher. Okay. I'm gonna go with Kyle Fletcher. Just because I really think he's a fantastic wrestler, and I think he might be better than Hangman Page. I didn't even get to talk about Timeless Tony Storm's promo from Dynamite, and I really want to tell you. I'm going to share it with you later, like the actual clip of it, because she talks about, what you were talking about, all her alluding to sexual things and all of that. Yep. And she has been champion for, I think, somewhere 9 months or something now, ever since she took it off, I think, Mariah May, maybe, possibly. So she's having a 4-way with Jamie Hayter and that hairdo that I hate that makes her look like she's part of the Scooby Gang, and Chris Statlander and Tika. And she's somebody to watch out for. It was Yamaguchi-san's wife, Mrs.
That's
Yamaguchi.
What I'm saying. I was trying to say Yamaguchi and it couldn't.
Thanks, John. Because clearly I was wrong, even though I Googled that. That's cool.
Thank you. Because I was like, it was.
So back to what I said. 4-way. Timeless Tony Storm, Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, and Tika.
I'm just going to bet for 10,000, Alex, and I'm going to say the last one. Tommy Tika.
Listen, I don't think Tony Storm's getting rid of that title because who else does make that interesting? I don't know. Though I will tell you, I was a huge Jamie Hayter fan when she was feuding with Britt Baker. I was a huge fan with her. I hate this new flower child thing they have going on with her. That's not her vibe. Her vibe was like badass, almost Becky-ish, but I also understand that was maybe too close. Thank you, Lena. Jamie winning. I would love it if she went back to who she was. All right, coffin match: Jon Moxley versus Darby Allin.
I'm gonna say Jon Moxley because he gonna do something, and if he don't win, he gonna beat them up anyway.
Well, speaking of which, that is pretty much what kind of happened on Dynamite. He was facing the Paragon, which is Kyle O'Reilly and Robert Strong, who used to be part of Adam Cole's Bebe's.
Bebe King?
Huh?
You said Bebe?
Who?
I thought you said baby kids. My bad. You said
No,
baby.
no, no. See, that's why. This is why I really wish. Tony said she's gonna be an AEW lifer, as she should be, because they really are doing great things for her. Some of y'all other people need to be rethinking your choices, but go ahead, Tony.
But Lady B said, if we wonder if Chris wins and joins the Death Riders as a surprise.
Ooh, so this is the other piece I didn't tell you about Chris Statlander. They've been trying to get her to join the Death Riders forever. And so they've been coming after her. They keep sending random people there. What's his name? The dude who always gets beat up. I can't think of his name right now. Either way, they keep sending errand boys to kind of go hang out with her and say, "Hey, join us. We love you. We appreciate you." Blah 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 blah. But I don't hate this for her because she's been lost for a while. So if she joins the Death Riders, so be it. But if she joins the Death Riders, then I can't see Mox losing this damn coffin match. So I'm gonna go with Moxley. Yes, Moxley needs a vacation. That man been needing a vacation for the last 3 years, and he ain't took one. Ever since he came back from rehab, he said, balls to the wall.
Wait, he was in rehab?
Yes, ma'am. He's living a sober life now, doing great. Shout out to Moxley.
Is he really? Because he has to make sure he bleed all the time? I'm just saying. That sounds a little ridiculous.
Anyway, so on the tables thumbtacks match, we got MJF, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, if you wonder what the MJF stands for, versus Mark Briscoe.
Briscoe.
You go with Briscoe? I'm going to go with MJF because he should lose, but it'll be really funny if he wins. And he likes to cheat, so it's entirely possible that he's going to do another thing and cheat. And then we got AEW's Unified Championship. It's a three-way with Okada, Takashi. I can't say that right now. Sorry. And Mascara Dorado. That's right. He never wins, Lady B. Never.
Say that 3 times fast.
Nope. Takeshka. Is that what I was trying to say? I think so. Anyway. Sorry.
I'm going to go with the T. It's a person with the name who starts with a T. I ain't going to butcher it right now.
Takeshka. You're not even going to try? You going to leave me out here?
Takeshka.
Thank you. Wanna. Very good job. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to go with Takeshka too. All right. So we have the AEW World Tag Team Championship. I didn't talk about this because there was a match on Dynamite. The Young Bucks won $500,000 in their previous match, and they took off with the money and they ran away. And now they're not poor anymore. Huh?
I said I would too.
Yes, as they should. You know what I'm saying? They've been going through it. They were, displaced EVPs and demoted and I told you, they were playing Bop. They're Forbidden Door. That's what I'm talking about. So they look like they're in the second part of that, story that with Happy, what's his name? He's no longer with WWE, but Corbin. So it looks like they're on the other side of the Corbin story, just in AEW, right? So now that they're back to prevalence and money, we have them versus Brodito, which is Brody King and Bandito, Jet Speed, which is Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey, and the Don Callis family. I'm not even going to try to pronounce those names, but Josh Alexander and something else. I'm not going to even do it. Too buzzed to even try to make that right.
Callis family.
I'm going to go Brodito. Why not? And then we have the TBS Championship match with Mercedes, Monet, and Riho. This is the one. I don't even know if I gave you the download on this one. So this is the one where Mercedes was having a match with Alex Windsor, and then she won, and then Riho showed up. Now, Riho came back out of nowhere. She had been out for a while, and now she magically gets a TBS Championship match because, as Lady B has said, they have matches for matches' sake. So there you go. One of those two. Who you got? Riho is
what's her name again?
Riho.
I think it's time Mercedes lose something. Just one. She got like 9. She could lose one.
Nah, I say she still wins because don't she got creative control or something? I don't foresee That's where Lena's on your side. I don't foresee her losing nothing at all in
I mean,
any
because
way.
if Tony needs to lose, so does she.
Listen, I'm not
I'm
disagreeing.
not gonna lie. I think it's time. It's cool to watch you guys have it, and she's had all these titles. I think it's time to see the title switch over. Now that means they switch over for a moment and you guys get it right back, fine. But at least let it switch over at least once in
Okay.
7 days.
Cool, cool, cool. Okay. All right. So now we got Adam Copeland and Kristen Cage versus FTR again. So,
I say, I'm not saying that. Edge and Christian. I'm not doing it because
we're
I
not
think
gonna try.
I think the
Okay.
name is stupid. I think it's stupid. Why am I calling you Cope? What?
That's not me. That was what he said he was wanting to be called. I mean, I didn't say it was great. I said that's what he said he wanted to be called.
Stupid.
So
Just stupid.
cool, cool. All right. I am going to go with FTR because Cope and Christian Cage won last time. So I can see it being the second and it being FTR this time. And Stokely, Adam Copeland went to remind Stokely on Dynamite that he don't get no hoes, which I thought was like an important differentiation, obviously, because
Wait, he said he don't get no hoes.
that's what he said.
Well, they're married. Why should they be getting hoes?
I meant Stokely. Stokely. He told Stokely that he don't get no hoes. I
Who
don't believe
told
Stokely's married.
Who told Stokely that he don't get no hoes?
Cope.
Well, why is Edge worried about getting some hoes? Yo, I'm done. I don't know what's happening.
Okay, I don't think she get the cocktail next week. Okay, so and then there's a singles match for Eddie Kingston, who's coming back, and Big Bill. Yeah, I didn't talk about this, but that's what's happening. So just pick one. Lady B, it is for nostalgia. You're absolutely right. Right on the nose, Nessa. We got Big Bill or Eddie Kingston.
Big Bill.
I'm gonna go with Eddie Kingston. He's returning. So what do you guys think? Did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? Who do you like for this? You gotta tell us. You know what? Yes, that would be awesome if Beth could show up. That would be so nice if Beth Phoenix could just show up.
Okay, but hold on. So yeah, maybe I shouldn't have one, but this is crazy. If you read how she's, I'm gonna say it, Lady B. I know that's not what you're trying to say, but how I looked at it quickly. The comment was, I want Beth to give Stroke the glam slam at some point on Saturday, right? I get it what you were trying to say, but when I looked at it quickly, I was like, whoa, what we talking about? I realized we had midnight confessions, and I didn't know we had those type of confessions happening. But
listen, she said,
I
"Don't."
know, I said that. Oh shit.
Y'all help me. Like, ma'am, please read the entire words.
My bad.
Just read them.
That's why I need my glasses. I'm gonna put my glasses on. I'm like,
please do. Like, what's happening here?
See. My eyes are getting smaller. Guys, don't make fun of my glasses, okay? Because I listened to some lady who told me I look really cute, and then I put them on after, and I was like, why?
I love them.
Yeah, whatever.
They're so cute. I think I like them more than the other ones.
Maybe because of my hair.
If you watch our show, you know the other ones I'm talking about. They're thick. They look like squares. I think these fit your face better. I think they're cute. Start out with Lady B. All right, what y'all drinking out there? Y'all got to tell us. Y'all still sipping like we're sipping? We didn't say chat, so I'm going to go ahead and say it again. Just for our sake. My drink's almost done. All right, now.
Okay, so clearly we have someone who has to come in because she's just my child.
A special guest. All right.
We have a special guest. Come say hi.
Hi. Special guest. We're getting ready to move on to more spicy material.
So say hi.
Hi.
Clearly she didn't get the memo that the child needs to be in bed.
What's wrong?
Good night.
Love you. Say bye.
Wait, huh?
Girl, say bye. Your hair stank and you stank. Go. Oh.
Welcome to. What you talking about? Water? That's what you're thinking, John? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Ginger ale. All right, Lena. Shout out to you. Next time I'm gonna have to have water because I was not supposed to actually have a cocktail. I was supposed to have a mocktail. But why she goes does mom things. So tell me, you guys, are you happy for Wrestlepalooza or are you excited for All Out this weekend? Like, which one are you preferring to watch? Water before the Pepsi. That's important, John. Hydration. Hydration is key. Ooh, Nessa.
Wow. So we went from this zero Sprite squirt to screwdrivers. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Nessa. All right. Lena, Wrestlepalooza. Okay, okay. I don't know. When I think about Wrestlepalooza and I think about All Out, I think I might be a little bit more excited for All Out, even though obviously the thing I'm going to be watching is Wrestlepalooza. John said Wrestlepalooza because I'll be home. Okay, okay. How's that any different? Are you trying to say if you weren't going to be home, you wouldn't want to see Wrestlepalooza? Question mark, John? Who does not have complicated feelings about Brock Lesnar at this time? I think that's the real question, Lady B.
Listen, Lady B, the only match I'm excited about seeing is AJ Lee and CM Punk versus Becky and Seth. There's no other match, and I love me the Usos, but I'm not even excited to their match.
Listen, I think I'm more excited, like I said, to see All Out besides the AJ Lee and Becky and CM Punk and Seth Rollins of it all, because I'm not sure I enjoyed the build as much on this one. It feels maybe too tight a turnaround, or I don't feel like they were. I don't know. But AJ Lee, who could not be more excited to see her in a real match? I'm kind of psyched about that, regardless of anything else. All right, now it's time to move on to something else spicier. So I'm glad you put her to bed, right? She had to go bye-bye. Like,
I mean, listen, she knows she better not come back in here. So, or you may see a child get whooped.
How you watching, John? You got a VPN? You got to tell me. You got to tell me your secrets. Because this ESPN $29.99 situation, which I know I said I didn't have to deal with, but still. I was planning on canceling Peacock to, cut down on expenses, but then NXT situations, I can't be canceling that. So how you watching, John? All right. This is your moment to hit that like button if you're having a blast in our chat as we get ready to go into our book confessional.
Matter of fact, can I challenge you all?
Okay.
So wherever you guys are watching, to hit us up with some hearts. Give us some love. Cause just so that we know that you love us and love what we're doing. Okay, you go.
Oh, that's smart. Ooh, what? I'm looking it up right after this, Lady B. Right after this, I'm about to look it up. Oh, I love the hearts. I'll send them right back to you guys. Again, don't forget to hit that like button. So Tanisha, have you been reading?
So I ain't gonna lie. No, I haven't. I have not been reading any of my spicy books. I do have books in mind, and we can talk about my book that's spicy.
You can talk about your book that's spicy. Okay, right. Okay.
But what have you been reading? Please share with the class.
Listen, y'all know my Kindle gets a workout. So I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I read over 100 books every year. Like, this is my thing. This is my downtime. I read it before bed. Sometimes I listen to them, but audiobooks don't have that same impact for me. So I need to really spend the time to click the screen because I'm not actually about to turn them pages. I'm just going. Flip the screen. Also, my husband made me promise not to buy any more books because the amount of books that live behind me are a lot, and then they end up in boxes, and doesn't go well. Doesn't go well. So says my I'm not even gonna tell y'all. 50 Shades situation. Those books went through some things in the box, and that's how we learned that books and boxes don't get along. So I have read quite a few things. I actually discovered a new series for me that had been out for it had been out for, I want to say, maybe almost 10 years. Oh, yes, Lady B, we do spicy books.
Oh, you produce
audio
books.
Girl.
Okay. Well, we need to drop. You need to drop that in a chat or send us a message so we can see what you got.
Yes, please send us a message because, oh my goodness, absolutely. The spicier, the better. We like to talk about these. We finished on wonderful recommendations. I think we did. I don't know if both of us did, but I know I finished.
I did not finish. I didn't finish that one. No.
Was it Caught Up? Was that the one I finished?
Yes, I did not finish it. I started it, but we realized we were reading two different books. I read the second book, and you were reading the first book, so we couldn't compare.
Well, unfortunately, I do vaguely remember that happening because we were supposed to start with the actual, first book, and then you got the second one. So no, I'm actually reading a series, the Guild Hunter series, from Nalini Singh, I think is her name. Now, I'm pretty sure these came out, like I said, it's been a while, but I literally have just gone through books at such a pace that is kind of crazy. Like, I was going through books like water. I did The God of Pain. I did, I'm trying to remember. Ooh, girl. So many. So many. I'm trying to think. I'm like, ooh, that's kind of crazy.
I could talk about my favorite author. Unfortunately, she continue resting in peace.
No. I got it. I did The God of Pain. I did all of those series, and I think her name's Lena Kent, right? We read a lot of her books together.
That she writes more. Excuse me.
Huh?
Lena was saying that she writes more, actually.
Ooh, okay.
But do you write spicy books though? I don't like the kind where it's like the love story and we no. I need chaos. Chaos.
She likes the darker the better. It was called Lights Out by Navessa Allen. That's the one
you read, and I read Caught Up.
Yeah, that's the one recommendation we got from our Humble Roses fam, Nessa and Angel, and it was worth it. Y'all were great. Thank you for that one. That was fantastic. But back to this one. So I love a lot of paranormal type books, angels, demons, whatever, something of that nature. But the Guild Hunter series, it is so freaking spicy. It introduces a vampire hunter and an archangel. And when I tell you, the first book had me in the chokehold. Like, I finished that first one so fast that I literally, when I finished it, I rolled over and I said to my husband, I've got to tell you every single thing about this book because it was smoking hot. I mean, the pages were practically burning. I was like, girl, what is happening? Can they make this a movie? It was fantastic. I started to read the Bridgerton series. I read the first one. I didn't love it. All right, Lady B. I'm getting ready to write that down. Put that on my list. I have 2 poetry books out for sale and my memoir coming out soon about my journey through cancer. Well, I definitely would love to read that, Lena. I like to write reviews. I actually started a whole blog on reviews a long time ago, and that's how I fell in love with writing blog stuff on spicy books. So this one, I definitely recommend it. I give it a 10 out of 10 for the spicy meter. I can't wait to read the next one. But I also have been reading this other book, and I'll let you talk about your book in just a minute. I've been also reading this other book. It's a series. I am almost at 100 for this book on the series. And I found it on Kindle Unlimited because we all know whenever you can save money, you do, or I do. Anyway, so I actually am reading this book. I love the author. It's also a similar paranormal kind of romance book. They're not quite vampires. They're not quite normal humans. I think it's called The Children of the Gods, that series, and it's good. And if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read you can read up to 100 for the one price. All right, tell me, Tanisha, tell me about your book, because you need to finish this one. I keep saying, oh my God.
Well, you talking about the book I wrote?
Is that the one you're talking about, or the one about the?
I have a lot of different books. I mean, granted, I have staggered myself a lot with reading. There was a time where I read every moment I can, even while I was at work. Me and my work best friend.
Yeah, your work best friend, okay.
Always was reading while we should be working. She's the reason why I got a Kindle. But one of my favorite authors, her name is Catherine Welcher. She passed away from cancer without finishing my books. Anyway, I'm sorry because she has a series about the Santi. Okay, so I like cartel books. Cartel and smut are my things. So any type of cartel and smut and craziness and mobsters type stuff, that's my thing. I'm not into fairies and vampires and I try. I'm not
into fairies necessarily, but I am into vampires.
I'm not into fantasy. I try. I'm not into fantasy. I need, someone get kidnapped or something. It's just, I don't know, it's brain wire. And my favorite one is the Santiago trilogy, where he pretty much kidnaps his wife.
That was good.
But that, the things they would do, smut-wise, it was great. It was great. But there is this one book I'm reading that I'm almost done with.
Okay.
It's called The Pageant. And I've been reading that now for about a year, 2 years. Because I've just been busy. And I can't take a moment to. But
we got a recommendation in the a recommendation in there. And y'all know I'm writing this down because
yes.
Okay, keep talking. I got you.
Thank you. The Pageant, when I say that is crazy, you gotta be at the edge of your seat. Like the smut, and it gives you a trigger warning ahead of time. It's like one of those things like, you shouldn't read this because it may trigger you, but you can't put it down because it may trigger you. Does that make sense? I don't think that makes sense.
Yes, that's exactly. Yes, it does.
But if we're going to also plug in my book, granted, it's not finished, but it will be. That's on my to-do list. My book is, what is it called? The Sins of My Father. I had to think. My brain was definitely not going compute. The Sins of My Father. If you don't know, me and Kiara sat here and entered into a Kindle competition when it was what? Novella?
Bella. It was
Vella.
Villa.
Vella.
Bella.
Thank you, Vella. And I was able to publish, I think, 3 chapters of the book that I had started to write. And pretty much it is about a cartel. It's about a cartel. Technically me as cartel. And just the journey of trying to fit in where you fit in and trying to run an empire. And pretty much your father is the reason why your mom died. All while trying to find love. And the person you kind of find love in is actually trying to play you. But it's a cartel. It's a cartel book. You kill people, you do some things, you blow up things, and it's kind of great. So definitely check those 3 chapters out, or you can just wait until it fully out, and I'll let y'all know.
It's still available, so that one's still available on Kindle. I think you can still download the first 3 chapters somewhere, or you can post them somewhere. Maybe we'll put it on our Patreon, which is a good reminder, you guys, that we do have a Patreon that just launched today. There are 3 tiers. You can always be a free member, but the paid members are going to get access to some really special things, like our behind the scenes information, potentially our book. Not Tanya Mercer.
I ain't gonna lie. Yes, Definitely.
If you read it, John, you would understand. I read those first 3 chapters. Yep.
I
I
also
don't
think
think
I
anyone's
didn't
ready.
have to write smut, but that definitely was a good. I had pulled that out of the hat somewhere. That was a good.
It was a good one. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to say or where to go after the first chapter. I had question, thoughts, and emotions after that. My book, on the other hand, much nicer, much more hallmarky. This one
Yeah.
wasn't as spicy. It's definitely a slow burn. It's
But it was
called
really good.
Second
Cinnamon's
Chance.
Second Chance. I was gonna say
That
choice,
one's
but I
gonna
was like,
be
that's not
finished
it.
next month. Yeah, that one's gonna be finished next month. So that one actually will be coming out pretty soon. And then I have another one in the works that I think I was just telling her about. Oh my God. So we do write too. So there'll be some stuff coming our way. So with that, I want to know any spicy reads you think we need to read. Thank you, Lady B, for putting the best stuff in the chat. I wrote it down because I'm about to look into these. I will tell you, Nessa, one of the books that I loved the most was The Discovery of Witches. It also had a series, but when I tell you those books were amazingly detailed, and beautiful and romantic and sometimes spicy, it was a nice little mix. I love the Outlander show. I will say that, but I was concerned that if I was going to read the Outlander series, it wasn't going to be as spicy as the show because once I got first couple seasons, I was traumatized. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, I don't even know what's happening to Jamie. Shouldn't even have happened. So that being said, thank y'all for hanging with us today. I mean, we have had a blast in our first live stream and our confessions and probably said too much in a lot of cases, I feel. And we want to thank you for sharing your confessions with us. We just want to, remind you that this is where you can tell us the things and we can go through the things together. We want to laugh. We want to cry. We want to celebrate this
No,
safe
we don't
space.
want to cry on live. No, we don't want to cry. It's supposed to be fun.
Well, we already know. I mean, there were some crimes committed that you got to share. So, I mean, maybe there weren't tears involved for you, but I'm not saying they weren't for others. I feel like that was a whole moment to be had. But that being what it is, we want to let you know that our next live stream is coming soon and we'll be able to drop that topic shortly. We want to tell you where you can find our podcast. Tanisha, where they can find our regular podcasts.
Well, of course, you can find us weekly on. We drop episodes on Thursday and Fridays on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. I don't know why I was about to say Apple Music, but Apple Podcasts, on Amazon Audible, Amazon Music, Pocket Podcasts. I said iHeartRadio.
Did you say Apple?
I did.
Okay, Spotify.
I did.
Okay, then you got it.
Okay.
We also want to tell you can visit www.maineventmamaspodcast.com for all of our content. We have blogs, we have our videos, we have all of our clips that you can find all over the place. But if you just want one central location to see everything, that's your spot. We want to invite you to join us on social media, on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Threads. That's right. I forgot we were on Threads as well.
X
as well, where you're probably watching us right now. We also want to remind you that we have a Facebook group. So if you haven't joined it yet, come join our Facebook group where you can get, again, those extra sneak peeks, the exclusive clips that you're not going to find anywhere else. Because, we definitely had some thoughts about Roman Reigns that got out before our second set of clips, different version of that. And then we also talk about prom night. From my perspective. So you'll find out that Tanisha might have been homeless, but I definitely met some things on my prom night as well. But that's the easiest way to catch it. So with that, woohoo, Candace, thank you for joining the Patreon. We also want to say until
soon. That's gonna cost you $100. I'm just saying.
Thank you, Nessa. We love you. Thank you all for joining us again. Don't forget to hit those likes. Until next time, this has been your Main Event Mamas, reminding you to keep it real and keep those confessions coming. After all, they are good for the soul. All right, good night, guys.
Bye.